Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sunday Reflections with me, Tets Agustin. Ara's gonna be jumping in tomorrow for her Monday Reflections. So I know we've skipped, I think, about 2 weeks of reflections because we wanted to be able to continuously share and post about all the contents of all the essential oil contents of our premium, of the Young Living Premium Starter Kit. But now that we're done with that, so it's time to get back in the program and, just jump back in and share a little, talk a little about life. About our past week and all. So I think this week, if there's anything that I really want to talk about and share with everyone, in terms of like reflecting about my week that was, is that the week that was for me is just one crazy mom scare. If you're in the Philippines, or I guess I've been hearing about this as well in the past, other countries also, but since I'm here in the Philippines right now, a few days ago, I think it was the weekend or sometime late last week. But anyway, a few days ago, our health, the Department of Health recently just made an announcement about how there's a measles outbreak here in the Philippines, and it just wasn't enough that there was already a flu and pneumonia epidemic outbreak already going on for the past month or so, because everyone I knew was dropping like flies. I mean, everyone was catching the bug that seemed to so impossible to get rid of, and I was just really thankful that we're still spared from it. And my kid had about like almost scares but nothing serious, just sneezes and sniffles and a bit of temp rise here and there, but nothing that lasted more than a day, I think. I mean, nothing too serious. But anyway, with the measles outbreak announcement, I just went really crazy and just like mind blown. And not in a good way. I personally haven't had the measles. I've had the German kind, which I've been told is a different thing. I haven't had measles or chickenpox or mumps. My sister has had everything. I only have a sister, and I know she's had everything, and I miraculously have been spared as a child, and particularly because I think I avoided getting sick. Apparently as a child, I did not have the desire to be sick. I got booster shots when I needed, when she was sick, and despite being fully vaccinated as a child. And I did, I think, get one adult booster of something at one point, but kind of forgot. Anyway, point being, my son has completed his rounds of shots for almost everything since last year, so not quite worried about that. It's just that I was worried about myself, because if I I figured if I got sick, if I got measles, then I'd be able to I'd have to stay in isolation, and nobody's gonna be able to take care of my kid. Really, no one's gonna be able to take care of my kid. Or he's not gonna be able to breastfeed, which he only breastfeeds directly from me. And or if I have it, then he'll probably have it, and a number of things. So one thing you need to know about me is I am a worrier. I'm just built to worry. So I'm a worrier and a mom, so I worry thrice as much. Anyway, so I'm really glad I have oils to calm me down, but I wanted to be able to be proactive about it. It's just not enough. People think that it's a common disease, and yes, it is a common disease, but there are several complications, serious complications that come with it, especially if you're in the age below 5, or if you're at the age that's above 30. So that's like me and my son. And we've had like, there's about 70 or 80, almost 100 deaths just because of it, just this year. And most of those children have not been vaccinated. And I know there are really opposing camps to the issue of vaccination. And this is not something that I want to be able to debate about. You are entitled to your opinions. You're entitled to how you want to deal with your children and with yourself. And this is just something that are my thoughts. I'm not entirely opposed to the issues that are presented by those who decide not to vaccinate their children. And those are scary. There are some scary stories about it. So yes, you're entitled to that. There are also, though, in my opinion, a lot of facts that are, as shown now, about with the plenty of dying children and the amount of children getting sick that I know personally. A classmate, the brother of a classmate of my son, is 7 months and just about to get vaccinated, but then caught the sickness before he got vaccinated. It's just scary for kids and pregnant women who are not able to get vaccines despite them wanting to, just because some people do not opt to do vaccinations and get the sickness and just pass it around to everyone. And I respect everybody's decisions with regards to how they want to handle their health, but not when it gets to a point that it already affects other people and other children and other women, other men who are not able to make the same choice. I think it's a little selfish, and these are just my thoughts, so you can hate me for it, but these are my thoughts. That when it comes to a point that our choices, our health choices, or our choices, it doesn't even have to be about health, but when it comes to a point that our choices start to affect other people, and they shouldn't be affected about, and these particular choices should not affect them at all, then it's about time to start reevaluating these particular choices that we make. Because at that point that it starts hurting other people, I think it crosses a line that should get you to start thinking about why you made that choice and about what the choice means, not just for you and your family, but for others as well, who don't share the same choice, who are not privileged to make that choice. And when it becomes a matter of life and death, then it becomes a whole different thing. When a choice you make ends up hurting someone, that's already something questionable. But when it becomes something that becomes a matter of life and death for someone else, then I suppose it's about time you start asking yourself why and what I should do about it. Okay? Because I don't know, it's just the right thing to do. I think it's the right thing to do, right? So anyway, I promise I didn't want to get too long and to get really too emotional, because I know that there's a lot of opinions and issues and strong feelings about this. And everybody's entitled to it. Everybody has the right to make their own choice. It's just, these are my thoughts. And that I wanted to share with everyone, in case anybody else shared them, or in case it gets anybody else questioning their own choices. And if you still stand by your choice, then so be it. But because of the scare, I guess, because of this whole outbreak thing, I just wanted to share my thoughts with everyone. And to wrap it all up, like I said, I wanted to be proactive about this whole measles outbreak thing. I highly recommend you, moms and dads, to get yourselves vaccinated, get booster shots. Adults are supposed to get at least 1 or 2 doses of the MMR vaccine. So get yourself one. If you haven't, or if you don't, if you prefer not to, then you can get a rubiola IgG titer, I think, or titer test. Not sure how it's pronounced, but get that test, rubiola IgG titer. You can ask them, the laboratories, about it. Get yourself a blood test that will tell you how much immunity you have to a certain disease, and it's something that you can check out, just to make sure you're protected, to make sure your kids are protected, and you know, just get yourself checked out. Prevention is always better than you know, curing. and you know, if apart from that, just stay away from crowded places, avoid it if you don't have to. If you are sick, if you suspect yourself to be sick or your children to be sick, make sure that you keep them home. Don't send them to school anymore. You know, a runny nose, cough, dry cough, it's among the symptoms of having measles, along with fever, along with rashes. But you know, you're contagious 4 days before the rash appears and 4 days after the rash appears. So don't spread the disease anymore, so that we can prevent other children and other people from having it as well. If you absolutely have to go out, wear a mask. If you are not sick, wear it with the white side outside. If you are sick and you really have to absolutely go out, wear it the other way around with the blue side outside. Okay, so make sure you hydrate, drink lots of water, get good nutritious food inside your body, get lots of rest, boost your immune system, lots of vitamins, lots of vitamin C, take your Ningxia Red. Please start taking Ningxia Red. That will make a whole lot of difference. And use immune boosting oils or whatever else that you use to boost your immune system. Just go for it. And I'm just hoping and praying that everybody will stay safe and healthy, and everyone who's sick will get better soon. So thanks everyone, and I hope that this outbreak will be soon over. And you know, just praying for everybody's well-being and wellness. So have a great day everyone, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!